Coming to you live from the White Picket Studios in Houston, Texas, this is the Realty Ruckus. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved in the real estate industry, this is the show for you. And now, your host, Alan Hernandez.
Welcome to the Realty Ruckus out of the White Picket Realty Studios. I am your host, Alan Hernandez. Sitting next to me, your producers, David Bonilla, Gibran Hernandez. We're here to make sure that your real estate business is growing right alongside with ours. Don't forget that we're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. We haven't been on for the last few weeks, but that's because we've been really
guys.
Busy.
You know?
We took a little break, and we've been really focused on the campaign for the HAR Board of Directors position. This week, if you were out there in the community, you probably had a chance to stop by and hang out with us at Clutch Bar, which was Tuesday night.
So fun.
It was
our contact there was on the Real World. I didn't know that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Jamie Chung, apparently.
Yes.
She was on the Real World. That's crazy, man.
she was on the Real World 2015, I believe, right? And I think that was one of the
she
ones.
was on like Real World
San Diego, one of the first ones.
dude. It's like one of the first ones.
Okay, so what year was that?
like
I don't remember.
2002, maybe.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
I was just getting into college. I
Yeah,
believe.
you were just getting into college when
Yeah.
she was going on to the Real World.
Which I do remember her. It's been so
2004.
long.
2004.
San Diego.
Yeah. It's been a
2004.
while. It's been a while.
All right. So weird because when I met her, I was like, man, I feel like I know you from somewhere, but I didn't want to say it. You know, you always have that gut feeling when you run across someone that you feel like you may have met before, and you don't want to like be rude and be like, hey, I don't really remember your name and where the heck or how the heck I know you, right? But then all of a sudden, one of our agents, Benny, comes up and he's all starstruck. It was hilarious.
Yeah, Benny was ultimate starstruck.
I've never seen someone be so starstruck. Now, don't get me wrong, Jamie's she's really awesome, and she did a phenomenal job of setting up this party. But it wasn't like I was gonna be like, oh my God, it's Jamie.
Oh my God.
But Benny, on the other hand,
It was like that.
You can tell Benny obviously enjoyed the Real World more than you did.
Yeah, no joke. I remember watching the Real World those years, and after a while, it just kind of got old. Is it still on? Do they still have those? Real World and Road Rules and all that? It used to be on
I think
MTV.
Road Rules is done. I don't think they do Road Rules anymore.
Yeah.
I think I know that for sure.
Because then after that, they went into like the challenges, right? Like the gauntlets.
Yeah, they would take the people from Real World and challenge them
awesome.
against the people from Road Rules.
Those were really cool.
Those are
right?
my favorite ones, man.
Yeah, because they made them do all these challenges and they did fall and.
Well, it's right now they got a show like that. It's super duper popular. I recommend you watch it. It's really fun to watch, actually.
I don't have cable. Is it on cable?
It's on regular cable, and it's on the Hispanic channels. It's called Exatlon. And it's like...
is it like the Spanish version of
the challenges?
The challenges?
Yes,
like the gauntlet?
they do a bunch of like obstacle courses on there. And it's becoming super popular. If you go on YouTube and you search Exatlon, you can find like construction workers doing it. Yeah, man, it's got nuts, man.
Exatlon?
Exatlon. I have no idea what that means.
Not like El Gauntleto or something?
That's what I thought it should be called. El Gauntleto, La Challengia.
Anyway, guys, we have a phenomenal show planned out for you guys today. As always, we're going to be discussing some really important topics regarding why agents should be fearful of the technology that's coming and what some of the main players in the industry, not just like here in Houston, but in the industry are saying. And they're like arguing about this stuff too, which is really interesting. It's cool to know, and it's cool to see that now it's fine. Like all of this industry turmoil and what we call disruptors is finally getting to like
We're getting some drama.
And we're seeing some drama and I'm kind of liking it. I think it's kind of cool. I want to see where all this is going to go.
This is the first time that I've actually seen a public battle between giants.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to watch. And when we get into it later today, I'm going to put some links out there for videos that people need to see.
And if you haven't seen the video that just came out of the girl that stole some soda,
okay, well that's a different one because
you would see a whole lot more giants battling it out in public. I recommend you guys look that up when you get a chance.
Wait, what? What happened? Oh,
okay. There's a video online. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know how I ran into it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you ever put soda in a water cup?
I think I've done it in the past. Yes.
The 2-second hesitation.
In the past. Now I'm keeping in mind.
But do you plan on doing it in the future?
I don't drink soda. I'm not a soda drinker.
Okay, so that helps. You don't crave that stuff.
But if there's an opportunity to put the sparkling water, there's a chance I may put some sparkling water.
Do you
in
look
there.
around first and make sure no one's watching
Well,
you?
if there was a giant standing next to me that would crush me, I would probably not do it.
So this girl goes into McDonald's. Apparently, this is all I read very little about it.
It's making the rounds on Facebook,
Yeah.
this video.
Apparently, she goes into McDonald's.
This is a great video if you guys
gets a
haven't
water
seen it.
cup, fills it up with soda, and the manager of the McDonald's is like, "Oh hell no, you're not gonna fill up that stuff. You're gonna drink water. If you got water, you drink water." And the girl throws the cup at the manager full of soda, and the manager proceeds to walk out from behind the counter and whoop her ass.
Give her a Mac ass whooping, as they call
A
it.
Mac ass whooping, yes, that's what they're calling it these days.
Yeah, this lady was like
What
a
number on the
good,
menu is that?
she was like a good
I take the number
6'5", 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'll take the number 7, the good Mac ass whooping.
Mac ass whooping,
We'll
please.
have to go get her from the back.
Yeah.
That's a special order.
We're bringing that right out to you for stealing soda. Man, I've always wondered what happens if you do that. Like, I've always wanted to know.
I've
Like,
been
can
called
you get
out for
kicked
it
out?
before in college.
Yeah?
I remember I went to Panera. I really liked Panera in college,
Yeah.
but it's expensive.
It is.
When you're in college, you're like you gotta make your funds stretch out a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in
become a
there and I
little
was
thief.
like, yeah, I'll take the water cup, and then I went and filled it up with soda. And the girl came from the back and she was like, hey, you pay for soda. I mean
Yeah.
for water, not for soda.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know when you like try to make something.
And you didn't
up.
think about throwing it at her? And
No,
seeing if she
that
whooped your
never
ass?
crossed my mind. If I would have known that, I would have been one of the first to have a Mac ass whooping.
I love it. I love it. You know what? It's one of those deals that you don't really know what's going to happen. And I think really that's what we were talking about is what's going to happen when there's uncertainty. What's happening when we have these issues that are coming up on the market?
Check out
not
that
just
transition.
not just
Yeah,
stealing
that was
soda.
a crazy transition.
Yeah, I pieced it together somehow.
It's uncertainty about what happens when you steal soda.
It's uncertainty about what happens when there's disruptors in the environment. Okay.
I didn't know if you were uncertain about
Oh.
you're about to get a Mac ass whooping.
Yeah. And what I want to know is if you're disrupting the industry, are you going to get a Mac ass whooping? And I think that's what we're going to talk about today.
Well, I
That's what I'm
think one
excited to
company
bring
we
to
talk
the-
about
to our
is going to get a
audience.
Mac ass whooping, and I think one of the fellows we're talking about was trying to hand out his own Mac ass whooping.
There you
at
go.
Inman.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned. You definitely want to hear about Inman and Keller and some big names who are not happy with each other right now. We'll be right back. You're on the Realty Ruckus.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, it's been fun talking about disruptors in fast food chains.
Yes.
And those are always good. And if you really want to just like dive into a rabbit hole, I recommend going on YouTube and just searching Waffle House fights.
Oh,
And
wow.
There's just like hundreds and
Wow.
hundreds and hundreds.
This is
It's
how you lose all productivity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You will never buy or sell a house or do anything.
Oh, yeah. If you've got like just time to kill, like maybe an entire day or two, then you can go down that
Just
rabbit
watch
hole.
Waffle House fights.
But yeah, and they're good too. I've seen someone get slammed into the little bar area at the
Waffle House is supposed to be like a staple food, like a place that you go to feel good. Why do
Staple
people
food.
go and just like fight there? What's the point of that?
Because you're drunk at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, nothing good happens at 3 in the morning.
That's
Everybody
true.
knows that.
Yeah. Okay. I got
Okay.
you.
Now, so we're talking about industry disruptors.
Yes.
And so there's this company that just came out. And for anyone who doesn't know about it, they're called knock.com. And I'm not telling you to try to give them any amount of publicity because
Although we'll
what they're
eventually do that.
doing makes absolutely no sense.
Okay.
And I'm hoping
I'm
that
gonna put the link below.
somebody who's listening has either worked with them or knows what's going on, can explain to us how the heck this company plans on making money.
Okay.
Because the way that they work is that basically they call it trading in your house. So they have buyer's agents. You go there, they help you find a new house.
Okay.
And then once you find your new house, they buy it, they submit a cash offer for you.
Okay.
They buy it for you cash. So that's one of their what is it, value that
Value
they're providing.
Value
is
propositions?
Value propositions that they're getting you a cheaper price because they're paying cash,
Okay.
right?
Because
So-
they're gonna go and buy the house that you want.
Yeah.
So what they're telling you is you're gonna buy a house that needs work or a
No,
new house.
they're
or
telling you
any
you can
house.
buy any house you want.
Okay.
And that they're going to offer cash, so that they're claiming they can get about a 5% discount if they offer cash. Now that I actually do believe.
That's what they claim on
a lot of
average, yeah.
sellers will actually take that. You're completely pre-qualified up front.
Okay.
You move into the new house. You start making the new house payments.
Okay.
You still have a house over here. They start making those payments for you, and they'll do up to $10,000 in repairs on your old house.
They'll do up to $10,000 actually between the two houses.
Oh, it's between the two.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So maybe
Okay.
if you want 10,000 repairs on your new house, you can budget it towards that. Or if you want it all on the old house so it sells top price, you can put it there. Or maybe you split it up however you want between the two.
And
Okay.
then what they're doing is they'll make your payments for you in the meantime. And until the house sells, then they get collected their $10,000 in repairs and all the back payments. Now, no interest or anything.
Okay.
And if you say, well, this sounds too good to be true, it's because it is. There's no
Well, yeah, we're trying to figure out where the
real
margin
way
is.
that they can make money. They're making 3% on the buy and 3% on the sale, just
Okay.
as any other real estate
There's
agent
no
would.
additional fees for doing this.
There's no additional fees at all.
Ah.
And they're doing this in several different markets. And here's the problem.
Okay.
And this is what I'm going to say. And this is what Gary Keller was trying to say, I think, too.
Yeah.
This type of disruption is terrible for the industry because it's lowering the overall margins that consumers are willing to pay.
Yeah.
But this is not a viable model.
No.
They'll run through money, they'll get a bunch of seed funding, they'll raise money, and then eventually down the road, they'll crash like most tech companies do. If you read 0 to 1, you know that 90% of tech companies fail.
And I can see what you're saying because from the consumer side, when you're seeing this, you're like, well, this is awesome. This is how it should be.
Yeah,
this
this
is that.
is
But they
why-
don't realize that this is a setup to crash and burn.
Yeah,
Who is it that they're chasing? Let's talk about who their client actually is.
You want to
And-
know who their client is?
Yes.
Their client is tech investors. Their
Okay.
client is other tech company that would ever buy them out to get them out of the market.
Not because they're actually thinking about delivering value to
They
the
could care
consumer.
less about real estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the case with what we're seeing
Yeah.
with a lot of technology companies.
And to be
these
clear,
days.
the people that founded this were all founding members of Trulia.
I was
So
about to
when-
ask why
when
you
Tr-
feel that way. And
When
that's
Trulia
because
was
Trulia
bought
had
out,
that.
yeah, and Trulia was never there to help consumers. Trulia was there to be a platform. Trulia wanted to be the new MLS.
Yeah.
Just like Zillow wanted to be the new MLS. And it didn't succeed as much as Zillow. They got bought out by Zillow.
Yeah.
These guys walked away with a bunch of money and said, we already know housing.
Yeah.
Where else can we disrupt enough that even if we're a losing proposition, someone will buy us out just to get us out of the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's the play that they're going for. That's the only one that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Because I can't see how you can make this profitable in the long run, and all the money you have to put out in monthly payments for people,
Yeah.
all the money in repairs, and you're not getting interest on that money.
Yeah. You're
So-
being reimbursed, but you're not charging interest or an additional
Exactly.
fee for all of the effort that
Exactly.
you're making. So yeah, I mean, I like seeing stuff like this because there are agents who literally make stuff like this their value proposition, but on an individual basis. Now,
Yeah.
of course, an agent is more than likely never going to be like, well, here, I'll do $10,000 worth of repairs to your house, or
I'll float it for you,
or I'll float your payments for you,
Right.
because it's not a scalable model
No.
unless your money is completely endless. It's
Look,
bottomless.
Let's put it this way. Let's say you did 10 of those, right? You go out and you get 10. That should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Because if you're basically telling people, I'm going to let you borrow $10,000 for free,
Yeah.
most people are going to take the loan.
Sure.
And so now 10 houses is $100,000. Even if they're only paying 5% interest on that $100,000, they still have a $500 a month payment on that interest. That's costing them money
Yeah.
that they can't put those funds to work somewhere else. So there's opportunity cost, and then there's the actual cost of the money itself.
Yeah.
There's no winning proposition here. Their whole thing is what
Or
they're
maybe
saying.
we haven't seen it.
Well, they're saying, because this is what they say. This is their
Okay,
argument.
okay.
Somebody asked them about this, and they said, we want to convert the real estate industry into where agents don't get paid on commissions. Agents only make flat salaries. Like any other job that you would get, you make a salary to be a real estate agent. And now I'm collecting 3% plus 3%, but I'm only paying you a salary. But if that's their play, there's already people doing that.
Yeah.
There's already a lot of people doing that.
That's
That's what
not new.
Redfin does that. And we've had a Redfin agent in our office who said that they had to leave because they were having a stroke from working so many hours and only being paid
so little pay.
for 40
So little
for
pay,
40
yeah.
hours. Yeah, they're working 80, being paid for 40.
Yeah.
So
And
that
delivering-
model's
and
already
delivering horrible
shaky.
service by the way. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the other issue that we've run into with that setup is those agents aren't really there to go above and beyond, which
No,
is
not at
generally
all.
what the client expects.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I see. I think they're targeting a very profitable client, and if you've been in real estate, you know that this is the client that you definitely want. You want the one that wants to buy a house, and because of that, they're motivated to sell their old house.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it when a home builder calls us and says, "Hey, this person really wants to buy my house, but they must sell theirs first. Can you help?"
Yeah.
You know, and
Well, yes, I can.
well, yes, I can, and it's beautiful because you get a chance to make both commissions.
Yeah.
You're representing the
buy and
buyer and the seller. Yeah, I mean it's awesome. You
Yeah.
know. However, here's where I see the pitfalls. They are going to get to the point where floating all of these houses may cost them more than actually the money that they're making.
I
Because
agree.
What the other thing is, they're going to have to be in markets where the price points are going to be a little bit higher. Because if someone's doing this on a $100,000
Well, you
house,
say that, but they're in Dallas, and Dallas has a lower price point.
Yeah,
than
and right
Houston.
now it may be working just because of how hot the real estate market is. But I mean, according to the BB Dama's predictions, we're heading for a cool down here pretty soon.
yeah, we are.
How is that going to work in those type of markets?
I don't know. One of the things that they said on here is, well, we'll also fix the house that you move into.
Yeah.
And they're going to limit that, right? They're going to limit that to $10,000.
Yeah, apparently it's 10 grand between the two. I thought it was 10 grand and 10 grand. That
Yeah.
10 grand between the two makes a little
So,
bit
like,
more sense.
Yeah.
I guess there's some confusion as to what their whole goal is. It almost seems like they're just chasing that 6%, right? But if they're gonna be helping someone buy one and float it cash,
Well, that's what me and Jabron were trying to figure out. Are they rolling in some type of financing on themselves?
It doesn't
Are they,
seem like it.
They don't
marking
force you.
up the
They have
repairs?
financing that you can use, but
Yeah.
you're not forced to. You can go to any loan officer you want.
Yeah.
You can get still like qualify for all sorts of different
I'm
programs.
guessing they're banking that you're just going to stick with the system and take their financing.
or their trade-in value on their house is so low that it now becomes an investment for them. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what the
But
play
they
is.
don't. The money goes to the seller, not to them. There is no trade in value. They're saying this is what I think your house can sell for. And
Not like what we're going to offer you.
No, they don't offer. They won't buy your house.
Mm.
So they're just saying, well, this is what we can sell it for. This is the price that we know it'll sell for.
Look, here's the thing. We get these things all the time, and people will freak out about it because, yes, if they're funded by the right people and there's the right names on it,
Yeah.
there's always going to be
And
somebody
it
out
looks
there who's
pretty.
going to cut a check. And, yeah, it looks great, and the idea on its own sounds like a good idea.
Well, and the problem is people continue to put money into it, which gives this more longevity.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It should be losing so much money that their runway is very short.
Yeah.
But people get excited. They keep putting money into it, and margins go down, 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 down until agents are now at 1.5% because they've driven the agents down on a losing model.
Yeah.
And then when they leave, the agents are now stuck at 1.5%.
Yeah.
You can't go back and say, okay, knock finally failed. Let's go back up to 3%.
Yeah.
Because consumers are now used to it, and they're going to say, well, you survived at 1.5.
This-
Why can't
this
you
is
survive
the-
it at, yeah.
This is where consumers lose trust in what we're delivering to
Yes,
them. This is
absolutely.
where the consumer is now confused as to what the real value is and
Yeah.
why would someone charge 6% instead of the 1.5 or this, or
Absolutely.
whatever it is that other people are doing. I got into a conversation yesterday with an investor friend of mine. He says, well, why should I pay you versus this new company who's charging like $5 a day?
Oh, you're talking about the listing spark, $7 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
They raised
It's
their
seven?
price
yeah,
now.
another
Is it
loser.
7?
Yeah.
They raised it up now.
I was thinking about this, and we were just having a conversation. I said, how long do you think they'll have to have that property listed in a per day basis?
Because they pay for your pictures too, by the way.
Okay, what's the cheapest you can get pictures done?
$100.
$100?
So
For
that's
decent.
called 75, man.
Okay.
Let's say you get a really shady guy,
Yeah.
$75.
Okay. Before you've actually made a profit, all right, you've covered your pictures, but before you've actually started making a profit, because you have to pay staff, you have to pay people.
You got to get it uploaded. You got to get the
Yeah.
pictures taken. I mean, it's got to be listed for at least 30 days before you're
At
at
least.
even a break even, I would think.
Yeah.
And then after that, so their goal is to have your home listed longer.
Right.
They're
Because the longer
incentivized,
it's
yeah.
listed, the more money they make.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're making so little money. Why would they pick up the phone? Why would they return an email?
Exactly.
Why would they try to negotiate a deal
Oh, man,
quickly?
I met somebody, and this is on a $130,000 house, and they hired that company.
Yeah.
And they were listed for 6 months. It cost them $1,200.
There's no way.
And now they were going back and they were beating agents down and saying, well, I got to do 1% because I already spent $1,200 on this other service that sucked. And I'm going, well, that was your mistake
Yeah.
for spending that money.
Yeah.
You could have put that. And plus, what people don't realize, that 1% that they didn't want to give up, that's 1 month payment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
2 months, now you've lost 2%.
Now you've lost money,
You're
yeah.
better off selling with an agent in 30 days. You get it done like that.
Yep.
And no $1,200 and no 2 monthly payments. And your bottom line is actually bigger.
Okay, so the house that we just sold on Grape, right? The house
Yeah.
that we just sold on Grape. At the end of that street, there was a house, same size, also remodeled. They did a good job on everything, really. It was a corner house, and it looked really nice from the outside. It was really a better looking house.
Yeah.
They started at $240. They listed it with this company. They got $215, and it took them like 150 days.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay,
I believe it.
and $215. It was worth $240, but they got $215.
Yeah.
We got $242 on Grape 3 days.
You know why? It's the pictures. It's the service. It's
The
the
marketing.
fact that you answer your phone.
Yeah.
You know how many of those agents I've called from those services that they don't answer the phone, or they call you back 3-4 days later.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I'm
Yeah.
going, whoa, you're too busy to sell a house. That's what our job is.
Exactly. It astonishes me. All right, we have to take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll jump into the battle that we've been talking about here for the last few minutes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop.
They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com. Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, we've been talking about someone who got really, really upset about industry disruptors, and it's someone who hasn't been outspoken enough, in my opinion. This person carries a massive amount of weight in the industry. I would say is probably the single most important leader in the real estate industry. Yeah. And that's Gary Keller. Yeah. And being that single most important leader. If you're an agent,
you've read his book.
Oh, if you haven't, then you're not a good agent.
Yeah.
If you're a good agent, you've read his books.
Yeah.
And more than likely, you've looked up to something that he's done at some point or another, because he really changed real estate quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And you have this guy who's been very quiet about all the changes that are happening, and he was finally invited to Inman. Yeah. And one of the agreements was he gets to say whatever he wants there, and man, did he really let him have it. Yeah. He refused to sit down. He was angry. He was clapping back, as they say nowadays, and he was just really upset, talking about what we're just saying, that these tech industry disruptors don't care about the service that agents are providing.
And I think that was the message that he was trying to deliver.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't that he was upset or angry. I think he was passionate about the fact that, like you said a while ago, these tech companies are coming in with this quote-unquote new, fresh idea or technology, but they're not necessarily saying, how am I going to help the consumer? They're saying, how am I going to raise more money because everyone else is buying into this, so that I can just get bought out and move on to the next project. It's just a project at that point, but the side effect of that is all the confusion that it causes. And I think that's what this discussion was about.
And I also, feel like, and Gary Keller probably, I know he feels this way, is that these tech companies, their whole value proposition to the consumer is, we're going to cut the agent out so you don't have to pay that agent anymore.
Or we're going to decrease what the agent is used to making. We're going to start to cut the margins down in their industry and force them to take less. So if you want to be an agent, that's fine, but we're not going to have rich agents anymore. You're going to make what we tell you to make, or you don't have to work in the industry.
And that's going to be very harmful for the industry, because if you can't make the money that agents can make nowadays, then what incentive is there for good agents to enter the market and really be there as trusted advisors? You're going to lose that.
Look, I don't know any good agent that doesn't make a really good living.
That's right.
And most of those really great agents would never go take a $35,000, $40,000 salary job as an agent. They know that their potential is much larger than that. Yeah. And if they did, they wouldn't do it happily. They wouldn't go treat their customers well and be happy. And that, I think that's a big problem for the agent, and that's where they're trying to push it. That's really pushing hard.
Let's talk about that. Let's think about what would happen if technology was so pervasive and it actually changed the way that the consumer was willing to do business in our industry, to the point where if you were a real estate agent, you would be forced to make a small salary in order to be able to just stick to the industry. What would happen? The good agents, the people that are making those multiple six-figure incomes, would more than likely say, it's time for me to do something else.
Go to another sales job with that unlimited potential.
Move to the lending world, move to the insurance world.
You could sell windows and make more than that, on commission.
Exactly. My first job out of college was selling industrial chemicals and cleaning supplies to Cinemarks and theaters around the nation, and the owner of that business was a multi-millionaire. So it could literally be cleaning products.
I don't think that with these new companies that are coming in that it would get to that point anytime soon. But I think that's what Gary Keller was trying to say when he was speaking to the owner of EXP, and who was the other guy that was
Purple
at this?
Bricks, the founder of Purple Bricks.
Purple
They're
Bricks.
both former Keller Williams agents.
In this whole thing, he's telling them, look, it's great that you're doing this. It's great that you're bringing in new technology. Yeah. But you're forgetting about
the quality of the agent.
The quality of the agent. In fact, you're forgetting about the agent, period. And what are you going to do when there is no agents? What are you going to do when you don't have people? And it reminds me of a lot. Look, it reminds me a lot of some of the agents that have left us and chosen to go to other companies like EXP. And when we ask them why, it's like, well, because I don't have to be an agent over there. I can just work on recruiting. And it's like, all right, great. Well, how are you going to make money? Well, I'm going to recruit. And okay.
They're going to make the money.
And they're going to make the money. And then you look at the people that they're recruiting, and you're like, well, they're not making any money.
And those people that they recruit are like, well, I'm going to go recruit. Like, you're recruiting. I want to recruit too. I don't want to be an agent.
So no one wants to be an agent. Everyone wants to be a recruiter. And they're making money off each other, but you're making whatever percent off of zero is still zero.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, and then again, is that person going to service the client well when that client calls them and says, hey, I want to buy or sell or whatever it is?
Yeah. Well, and I think that one of the other things that really made Gary Keller bitter, the reason that you could feel that little bit of animosity coming from him, is he created a model. He was the first really to create a profit share model. And if you look at their 50% of basically everything Keller Williams makes goes back to profit sharing.
Yeah.
But the way they set theirs up was after 3 years of being there,
you're
vested and you keep it for life. So people like the founder of EXP, people like the founder of Purple Bricks, they received up to $1 million checks in profit sharing. And he's saying, hey, give that shit back.
Well, no, I know one of them, I forgot, one of the guys who kind of called out, he was like, you know what, I bring in about $1,000 a month from this. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to give it back to you, but I'm just going to go ahead and start donating it out to charity.
I saw that.
And every month I'm going to show that I donate to charity.
And another of the guys was like, no, the profit share is way overrated. Like, I actually don't make close to that. It's $1 million. It was split between like a ton of us. Yeah. And so I did see that too. That was they fought back at that, but you could hear like his bitterness in the fact that I'm still having to pay these people. They're gone. You know,
they're gone, and now they're
trying to tear me down, and I'm paying them.
Yeah, and in reality, they are chasing his agents. I mean, if you think about it, that's really their main market.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
Anyway, we have to take a quick commercial break.
Well, that's it.
We got the end of the show. That's the end of the show.
What already?
Yeah. We haven't done it in a while.
We haven't done it in 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden it feels too short. All right, do we have any last minute events?
So real quick, I'm gonna go through events. On August, crap, let me look at the actual
dates.
August
14th.
No. August 9th is our Team WPR. Sorry, that's not Industrial Light. August 6th is Team WPR Summit. August 8th is Digital Marketing for Realtors.
Yes.
And then August 14th is the Real Estate Rally. Sorry, that's a lot of dates in August. I got mixed up there, guys.
So we're going to be really, really busy in August.
Yes.
We'll post all of these events into Houston Real Estate Events here on Facebook. We'll also drop some links of everything we discussed here today. Don't forget to share all of this information with anyone out there in the real estate industry. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Thanks a bunch for all of your support for the HAR Board of Directors position campaign. We really do appreciate it. Yeah. Keep pushing out there. Keep up your ruckus. We'll see you next time.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.